Hi everyone, this is Tamara with Empower Multimedia. I'll be showing you how to apply for a nonprofit in Florida. Stay tuned. You will have to start a nonprofit in Florida according to the rules of the state and then apply for 501c3 status with the IRS. Let's see how to do that. Firstly, you have to name your nonprofit organization. Make sure to pick a name that complies with Florida naming requirements. Follow the naming guidelines. The name you pick for your organization must not contain any word suggesting it is affiliated with a government agency. The name must include one of the following: corporation, incorporated, corp, or inc. The name must not contain company or co. After that, make sure the name is completely unique by clicking on the first link in the description. This is a name search where you can type in the name you desire and look up if there's any other organizations under that name. Once it's all clear and you have your name ready, you can move on to finding a registered agent. A registered agent is a professional who will serve as your organization's representative to the Florida Division of Corporations while you operate your business. They will receive correspondence such as compliance information and tax notifications on behalf of your organization. Anyone can be your nonprofit registered agent as long as they meet the requirements. You may choose to be your own registered agent, but it's important to understand that missing even one filing deadline or losing a document could revoke your nonprofit's corporation status, so it's a really good idea to outsource. The next step is forming a board of directors. This is an essential part of creating and operating a nonprofit in Florida. These people will advocate for your organization's best interests in everything from finances to public relations. The organization structure of your nonprofit in Florida must include at least 3 directors not related to each other, at least 1 officer who is responsible for recording meeting minutes. To be eligible to apply for 501c3 status, your nonprofit is required to have the following 2 documents: bylaws and conflict of interest policy. Bylaws are the rules outlining the operating procedures of the nonprofit. A conflict of interest policy is the collection of rules put in place to ensure that any decisions made by the board of directors or the officers benefits the nonprofit and not individual members. To register your nonprofit, you will need to file Florida Certificate of Incorporation for exempt corporation. The link to a PDF will be in the description. Firstly, write your proposed corporate name and don't forget it must include a suffix. Enclose an original and 1 copy of the Articles of Incorporation and a check for $70, which is the filing fee. If you require additional certified copies, you can choose any of these other options. Provide your contact details. Next, write the name of your corporation again. Provide the principal street address as well as the mailing address. Provide the purpose for which the corporation is organized. After that, write the manner in which the directors are elected and appointed, as well as the list of initial officers and/or directors. Next, write the name and Florida street address of the registered agent, as well as the name and address of the incorporator. Write the effective date if it's different from the date of filing. Lastly, provide the signature of the registered agent as well as yours. Mail this printed document with the enclosed fee to the address on the second page of this document. Next, you will need to get an EIN, an Employer Identification Number, or Federal Tax Identification Number, FTIN. This number is used by the federal government to identify a business entity. It is essentially a social security number for the company. Before a nonprofit can apply for 501c3 status, it must elect at least 3 directors not related to each other, file the Certificate of Incorporation with the required provisions, adopt the bylaws and conflict of interest policy, have an EIN number. Once these 4 conditions have been met, your nonprofit can apply for 501c3 tax-exempt status by filing Form 1023 online. You will find a link to this form in the description. Make sure to read this document carefully as it goes in depth on what you need to do when applying. If your application is approved, the IRS will send you a determination letter stating that your organization is exempt from federal taxes under Section 501c3. And that's how to file for a nonprofit in Florida. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe, share, like, and comment. If you have any recommendations for future videos, please post them in the comments.